Hello, it's Monday, the 28th of April, and I just wanted to go live for a couple of minutes here to tell you about some of the upcoming Zoom events and other plans in the works for 333 members. So this week on the 30th, oh my gosh, Wednesday at noon Eastern, I encourage you, if you either have your own venture business or you're thinking about one, to join us for the next session of the Move the Ball Accountability Group. Barb Scala and I will co-host you on a monthly accountability journey to, I like to say, if there's a project that you've just been putting off or haven't given yourself the energy to start or move forward on, this is really cool. It's always astounds me that when at least one other person knows what you're working on and keeps tabs of your progress, it's amazing how much more momentum you can get. So that's on Wednesday at noon, having the first info session. And then after that, we'll meet monthly. And I'm forgetting the first date of the first session, but a lot will depend on the people that end up signing up to be a part of this next Move the Ball group. And this is a complimentary 333 members benefit. And for those of you that have already been part of one, jump in again if you'd like. And if you haven't, come to the info session Wednesday. Also, the writing group is underway on a weekly basis. We meet at 1 Eastern. We are following a really fun sort of rhythm where we'll open up together, check in on how our memoir projects or any writing projects we have are going, and then we'll give each other almost a full hour to write. We can turn off our mics and just really pour it out on the page. It's just, again, astounding. Blocking that time has given me much more progress on my projects, I have to say. And it's called From Aha to Story, which aligns with, oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. We allow for at least 15 minutes at the end of the session each week for someone to read what they've written or what they're working on for some feedback. Also, I mentioned the name of the writing group is From Aha to Story, because I am just about to launch a third act storytelling process. It will feature pieces that different members are writing. I've just launched my first Substack, and I'll be sharing others as well. But the most exciting part of it is that I believe that by sharing our stories, we inspire and encourage others to not only think differently about how they live, but also to uncover and process the stories of their lives. I like to say there's some stories we want to let go of and ditch, and there's some new stories we want to write. I love thinking about my third act as the best chapter in my life story. So that's going to be an inspiring process that you'll learn more about soon. I'll open up, I'm calling it a call for stories. I'm going to have a separate YouTube playlist where women who submit either on video through their phone, short 3 to 5 minute stories. I'll outline the questions that are specific enough to help spark your stories. I'll also be reaching out to some of you to interview you and to feature those interviews on that third act stories aha playlist on the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, by the way, is under the name of the company that I started where 333 lives, and it's called Third Act Quest. The other thing that I'm thrilled about is our first in-person storytelling event will be the crowning part of our next Quest gathering in April of 2026 in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We're aligning a couple of really cool panels. Storytelling will happen. I'm going to feature at least 10 333 collective storytellers. So if you're interested in being one, get in touch with me sooner than later. We're also going to be offering 1 to 3 different very cool in-depth workshops. For those of you that come out for the Quest event, you can stay on for a few days for the workshops. And of course, to live and hike and breathe in the beautiful environment in Santa Fe. There's so much history and beautiful, rich culture and nature all around. So stay tuned for more about that. I know I'm missing something, but I know May 20th is our next networking and sharing circle. And if you haven't popped into one of those, they're invaluable. We find that people not only get to meet and get to know what each other's up to, but there have been some really pretty cool collaborations built in those 1-hour monthly calls. We have a number of new members. We have a number of podcast hosts who will pop on. And if you're wanting to share something about what you're working on, a new venture or your current endeavor, these podcast hosts are always open to having you on as a guest. So 333 is all about you and connecting us to each other. So please reach out at any time if there's an event you want to host in person or online, or if you'd like to explore launching your own group here. I like to think of this as a beautiful walled garden that is private and safe and algorithm free, but it also has all these different garden subplots that you can, garden rooms, not subplots, garden rooms that you can go explore to learn new things and be inspired. For now, have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.